From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, check.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Richardson looking to throw this. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Richardson going to move him around. He'll try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready?
Now Williams on 1st and 10. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10.
Check it. Ready?
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And a penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Okay,
The
ready?
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
They go play action with Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it second down and 11.
Hurry.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now Richardson. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Richardson going to change the play here. And now they'll shift things around. In motion right, Dorsett. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Richardson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready up. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Here is third and quite a ways. Richardson working from the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Lions 20, Dolphins nothing. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? And sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Williams on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Williams. There's Mooney with another catch. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurry, hurry. Ready, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Williams throwing on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Here we go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Williams now on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 42 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Williams' throw pulled in by Marshall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now they'll change things up. Now Achane on first and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Williams to throw on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Dolphins 3. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball secure. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Lions 34, Dolphins 3. Riley Patterson to kick off for
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Let's go now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And now here is another interception. It's Brian Branch with it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Ready, ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Dolphins 3. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Third quarter from Miami. This is second and 10. Up the middle, Achane. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Panther Street, Panther Street. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Third down.
On third down, here's Richardson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. Second and a yard.
Tiger, 19. Tempo.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up third down and 2.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd and 2, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake, Williams. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Williams. Off the play fake. Out to his left. Throw caught by Achane. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
Williams, off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
79 Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And quickly they get to the line.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
And they'll run again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Richardson going to move him around.
Here's Richardson. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until...
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Looking to throw. Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Richardson off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Come on. Cowboy 80.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because...
oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.